What's best to communicate? I think that the question I would ask myself is the same, that when we create life-changing content, there's a module called creating life-changing content. A lot of that is based on the objective. So when someone is asking you, let's say you're at the ticket counter for flying somewhere, and they say, what is your name? What you're not going to do is you're not going to say, when I was born, my father, he really saw this as a massive blessing, and he decided that day that he would call me Naeem. You're not going to do that, right? I hope you're not going to do that. If you're at a ticket counter, right? That's a question you might tell someone who you're having a coffee with. Why? Why? Because the objective is for you to do the boarding, or for you to check in, or for you to give your information to the person as quick as possible so that they can process your flight. So a lot of this for me, I would say it comes back to what is the objective of each situation. So for example, if you're sitting with someone and they're like, bro, I need some advice from you, going into coaching mode and giving them coaching advice is the right thing to do at that time, okay? But if you are speaking to a woman or your wife or someone, and they're expressing some problems or something like this, and then you go into coaching or fixing mode, that's not going to go well, right? So for that reason, you need to actually think about what is the objective of these discussions and these conversations I'm having, and then based on the objective, that's when you decide what is best to communicate. And then you would also do that with other things related to your communication. So for example, when it comes to your communication, we're going to be saying, what's the objective? You would decide what the right objective is. And from that objective, it will become clear, not only the information you have to say, but also even the tone and other things related to it. So if someone says to you, I really don't like you Muslims because my brother was killed last week in Afghanistan or something. Okay. So now in that mode, when you're talking about objective, you're not going to say, what's wrong with you, mate? Why don't you like Muslims? I would say that's the wrong thing to go for, right? Rather than focusing on why you don't like Muslims, what you should focus on is that a human being has lost someone they love. And so I would say that you should go to care and empathy and all those things. So not only do you know what to focus on, but then when you're talking about care and empathy, you're going to find that your tone is going to be very different as well. So the objective, not only will it give you the words, it will actually give you the tone and all the other things you need to communicate effectively, just by you being clear on what your objective is.